Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 15 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to create the sheets. Now we're gonna continue working on this. And what we're gonna do now is to go to Twinmotion. So before we do that, we wanna make sure that you're in Find, and then click on Save and go to Datasmith. I'm just going to click on Twinmotion so that we could open it, but here we need to export to Datasmith, and let's go to the proper folder. So I'm gonna save it to my folder right here. I'm just gonna leave it as House 3D View 3D and then save. And then once you export that, I'm just going to go to Twinmotion just to open it. Sorry, not export, but see in Twinmotion. So it's just going to open the latest Twinmotion, and then we're gonna import the one that we exported through the Datasmith. So let's wait for it to synchronize. And I'm using the latest Twinmotion 2023 2.1 education version. So now we have it open. I'm just gonna click on X, and then for the starting base we could delete this, and then let's go to import and then click on the plus and then the rect link, and we could actually just open it under geometry and then go to the file location. So I'm gonna use this one. This is the one that we save. Click on open and then click on import. So don't do anything anymore right here, just keep the hierarchy and have all those stuff. It will start importing, and as you can see, we have our imported model right here. Click on the starting ground so that we could pull it down to the point that everything is pulled down like that. I want to do is to save the file first, save as, and save it to the location that you want to. And then here, I'm just going to save it here. I'm just deleting this first, delete this, and then just save this one right here. And then after you save, go to File again and sign in to Epic Games. So once you sign in, we will have all the application, or we will be able to use Sketchfab, Adobe Substance 3D, and Megascans. So it's very important for you to sign in so that we have all those options. And this is a nice way of viewing this. Let's do materials first, which is the glass. We're gonna click on glass clear right here, and then under here we need to increase the opacity. I usually put it up to 80 to 90, so 85. And then we change the color right here, so something like this. Press OK. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to change this one as well. This is the railing, but the glass railing that we changed the material as well. And we can do is make it lighter than the glass right here, and then opacity around 70, so that's fine. And then what I usually do as well is the mullion. So I'm gonna use my picker, material picker, and then this is aluminum, and what you need to do is to increase the metalness, so 85 on that, and then the color, I want it black, so I'm gonna use that. And then usually what I do is I'm going to set the same materials like this one as well. And then here, the material that I want here is, let's put in concrete, and then the stacked stone. Change the scale right here. So I usually just look at the view right here and see how this one reacts. So around 5.7 is good. And then after that, let's change this one as well. I'm gonna change it this, and then put in the scale around 5.6 or 5. I just don't like this one because you can see the scale difference on this part. So instead of this one, maybe a different scale. So I'm just not going to use something like this because of that. Maybe a different material. So I could do is go to plastic, yeah, this one is good enough. I'm going to scale it, and then make sure the color is changed. I think that's good enough. Reduce this luminosity. And then here I want a wood material, and I want this one a veneer one. And then rotate it 90 so that the grain is changed. And then here we have to scale it so that we could still see the grain. So I want the grain to be different. And then obviously we need to change this one as well. So scale it something that is without any plank. This one will be good as well. So with that, we did forget to add the light. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go back to Revit just to add some lights. so we're gonna do that later. The color, let's make it darker for this so that it looks nice. And then I want the same dark one right here as well. Go back right here and let's put in the water material. Put in the blue pool material. You can make it darker right here. Change the depth. And then the waves. Here, let's change the wood material so that we can see the planking, and then increase the scale. There we go. So that looks good there. And then we could put in some tiles right here. I'm gonna add the tile right here and increase the scale so that it's visible. So that looks good right there. And then some concrete. Let me see the concrete right here. I'm going to add the concrete for this wall. Increase the scaling. So something like that. And then I'm going to set this to something gray. Maybe a concrete as well. This one is fine. And then concrete. So that's good for that. And let's not forget to add the materials there, but let's do that later on because we need to add the materials first here. So for example, the concrete for the ground, we need to set that, and then the concrete for this one as well. I'm gonna set this one as its concrete, and then here for the others, and then for the road I'll do cobblestone. And then here we could do some grass. Or something different. Pavement tiles. We could put pavement tiles here. So I'm gonna add in pavement tiles here. And then increase the scale as well. So at least we have something right here as well, connected to our pool area. And then before I forget, let's add a concrete here as well. So I'm gonna go back to the ground, man-made, and then I'm just gonna choose asphalt ground and then scale it up, and we have that one there as well. I'm gonna save this, and then I'm gonna go back to Revit because we need to add some lighting. So go to the part 1 description. In part 1 description, I have there the location. So in part 1 description, there will be the second link there. You need to add in the pot light. It's up to you if you want the square base or the circle base. I'm gonna use the square base for now. And once you download it, just go to the downloads and then just drag and drop. And here you could just place it on any face, and as you can see, it will stick onto the face that I place it to. And even in a window or anything else, because it's a face-based lighting. So I'm gonna add it right here for now, and then once I add it there, I'm gonna keep on adding it onto other location. For now, let's add it right here as well, and then also onto this lower end right here. We have it there, and then I think that's good enough there. Let's go to our level 1 ceiling plan, and as you can see, this is where the location is. I'm gonna put it right here, CO, and then copy it every 1000. I use 1000 so that it's easier to remember. Here we just need to add another one right here because it's basically a different face there. I'm just going to align it and then check the distancing. I want it to be at least 1000, so there. So now I'm just gonna keep on copying this. And then copy it multiple times, so make sure to check multiple. I think that's good enough for there. And then here we need to do the same thing, just copy it multiple. Just press 1000 until you go to the end. There we go. And then we need to add it on here as well. I'm gonna copy it. Usually I put it all the way at the end. And then through 1000 I could just copy it and then put it every 2000 here, because I don't want to exaggerate too much of those. Then here we could just add it quickly. and then move this one right here, and then copy. And then go to level 2 ceiling plan, and then here we cannot see it, but we can change the view range to 3000 more above unlimited. And then we could just copy that. We could actually delete this and then put this one near the midpoint right here. And then here we just need to add this one right here, copy again every 1000, select all of this and then move this one right here, and I believe we need to add this one again. We need to add it here and then on the other side. And then just go back, align it, there we go, and then check the distancing, I put 1000, and then just delete this now. There we go. Align it again here, and then check the distancing, 1000, and then copy it. There we go. And if you look at it, everything looks good. I'm happy with the way that looks there. So we could just pull it up again, save it, and then we need to export it or resynchronize it. Save it again, and then go back to Twinmotion, and then here refresh it. Still not showing, so what I'm gonna do again is export it, save it, and then go back and refresh it, and then there you go. What we need to do is we need to add the neon light, and then we need to glow it. And then select this, and then let's make this one dark, and then neon on that. And as you can see, everything looks good. I probably want to make this one darker, So just go to wood material and then just make it darker and then scale it. I think that's good enough. And then this one looking good. We want to double check if this one changes well, because they have the same different material. So let's put in some glow there. So let's stop here for now, continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.